Elon Musk's next billionaire announcement includes your name. Elon Musk, I've been observing, analyzing, and predicting trends for decades, but what I'm about to announce today will shock even my closest allies. And yes, your name is part of it. When those words first appeared on your screen, a chill ran down your spine. You couldn't believe it. Elon Musk, the man who transformed electric vehicles, colonized space, and reshaped humanity's understanding of artificial intelligence, had just singled you out. Not as a supporter, not as a follower, not as a random name in a database, but as someone whose future was now directly intertwined with his next big venture. You sat in stunned silence, staring at the notification. The words blinked, almost taunting you, "Congratulations. You are one of the chosen individuals in my next billionaire announcement." Your mind raced. Billionaire? How could this be possible? You weren't running a multinational company. You hadn't invented revolutionary technology. Yet, Elon Musk had noticed something in you, something extraordinary that he couldn't ignore. It all began months ago, although you didn't know it at the time. Unseen algorithms, silent evaluations, and subtle indicators of potential had been tracking your actions, your decisions, and your vision for the future. Elon Musk had always been fascinated by human potential, and now, you were living proof of that philosophy. Suddenly, your phone buzzed again. Another message from Elon: if you've ever dreamed about changing the world, now is the time to act. Opportunities like this don't wait, and neither should you. The first step was understanding the gravity of this announcement. This wasn't a random social media gimmick or a viral stunt. This was a calculated selection, the kind of decision that could pivot your life entirely. Elon Musk didn't make these choices lightly. Every name on that list had been analyzed for creativity, vision, resilience, and audacity, the very qualities that made billionaires out of ordinary people. As you absorbed the magnitude of the message, your thoughts wandered. How did Elon Musk even know about you? Perhaps it was your small but innovative side project. Perhaps it was the way you tackled challenges in your career, seemingly out of nowhere, achieving results that defied conventional logic. Or maybe it was a combination of small, seemingly insignificant decisions that cumulatively revealed your potential to reshape industries. A video link arrived next. With trembling hands, you clicked it. The screen illuminated with Elon Musk's familiar figure, sitting in a futuristic, minimalist room with a holographic interface glowing behind him. His voice was calm but carried the weight of inevitability. Over the last few decades, I've built companies that aim to push humanity forward. SpaceX, Tesla, Neuralink, The Boring Company, these are just steps in a much larger journey. But innovation is not about one person, it's about collaboration, vision, and courage. Today, I am inviting a select group of individuals to join me in something unprecedented. And yes, your name is among them." He paused, giving a subtle smile that hinted at secrets too vast to explain in a single video. "We are standing at the edge of the next technological revolution, and I need minds like yours to step forward. This is not just about wealth. This is about creating solutions, building the future, and redefining what's possible for humanity. If you accept this challenge, your life will change forever." You felt a surge of adrenaline. Every nerve in your body screamed with anticipation and fear simultaneously. You had a choice: ignore it, dismiss it as a prank, or step into the unknown. But deep down, a voice whispered, you had been preparing for this moment your entire life, even if you didn't know it. The next steps were outlined clearly in a private, encrypted document Elon sent. It wasn't just about money, it was about proving your vision, showcasing your ideas, and demonstrating your capacity to impact the world on a grand scale. Every task was meticulously designed to test your problem-solving skills, creativity, and resilience. You began the first challenge, which involved a complex simulation of sustainable energy solutions. Elon Musk himself would monitor progress in real time, analyzing every move, every decision, every failure and success. This was the crucible through which billionaires were forged, not merely born. Days turned into weeks, and each assignment tested you to the edge of your capabilities. There were moments of doubt, nights spent awake wondering if you were truly capable of stepping into Elon Musk's vision, but each obstacle only strengthened your resolve. The realization dawned on you that this journey was more than a path to wealth, it was a transformation of your entire perspective. Midway through, Elon sent another message: visionaries are not measured by comfort but by their ability to navigate uncertainty. The people who change the world embrace the unknown. Are you ready to do the same? It wasn't easy. Every challenge revealed limitations you didn't know you had. Failures stung deeply, but the process was revealing something critical: your capacity to learn, adapt, and innovate under pressure. This was Elon Musk's secret formula, not just selecting the brightest minds, but those willing to evolve faster than the circumstances demanded. By the time the final phase arrived, you were exhausted, yet exhilarated. The last challenge wasn't a technical problem or a simulation. It was a question of impact. How would you change the world if resources were unlimited, if you had Elon Musk's backing and network at your disposal? Your answer had to resonate with clarity, ambition, and practicality. The submission process was nerve-wracking. Every word, every concept, every projection had to align with the level of audacity Elon demanded. Weeks later, the awaited notification came: your proposal has been reviewed, and it has passed. Welcome to the next stage of our journey together. That night, you lay awake, reflecting on everything. The immense possibilities, the weight of expectations, the privilege and responsibility that now rested in your hands. You were no longer just a participant in life, you were a contender in a transformative journey that could reshape humanity itself. Then came the live announcement. Elon Musk appeared on a global broadcast, surrounded by innovative tech, holographic displays, and representatives of various industries. He began unveiling names one by one, and as your name flashed across the screen, a wave of disbelief, pride, and excitement swept over you. These individuals, Elon declared, are not just being recognized for potential, they are being entrusted with shaping the future. They are the next architects of innovation, leaders of change, and yes, billionaires in the making. It was surreal. The magnitude of the moment hit you in waves. Elon Musk's gaze seemed to connect directly to yours through the screen, a silent acknowledgement of your capability and responsibility. In the days that followed, life shifted in ways unimaginable. Opportunities flooded in. Strategic partners reached out. Investors, advisors, and global leaders sought your collaboration. Each step required focus, determination, and unwavering vision. Elon's guidance was steady but non-intrusive, pushing you toward autonomy while ensuring your trajectory remained ambitious. Your projects, initially small, began gaining international attention. Technologies once considered niche now had platforms to scale. Social impact initiatives received funding and strategic oversight. The name recognition alone opened doors that had previously seemed locked. Elon Musk's philosophy became your mantra: innovation thrives where fear meets action. Step boldly, fail fast, learn faster. And as the journey continued, you realized something profound. This wasn't just about joining a billionaire list, it was about becoming part of a legacy. Every decision, every challenge, every success and failure contributed to a larger vision. A future where human ingenuity and courage could overcome seemingly impossible barriers. Elon Musk's mentorship wasn't just guidance, it was a challenge to redefine what you thought possible for yourself and for the world. It was a call to rise above comfort, mediocrity, and conventional thinking. It was a call to become extraordinary. Months passed. The world watched as your influence grew. Products launched, innovations patented, and new collaborations formed. Elon Musk, always a figure larger than life, became a partner in vision, a guide through the labyrinth of technological and social evolution. And now, as you stand at the precipice of the next monumental project, Elon Musk sends a final message: you have exceeded expectations, embraced the unknown, and proven your potential. The journey ahead is yours to define, but remember this: those who dare, those who act, those who innovate, they shape the future. And you are among them. The realization hit you fully: your name was not just listed among billionaires, it was listed among the architects of the future. And the responsibility, the thrill, and the adventure had only just begun. This journey wasn't merely a path to wealth. It was a path to significance. to leaving a legacy that would outlast generations. And every action you take, every decision you make from this point onward, would ripple across the world. Elon Musk's message lingered in your mind, replaying over and over, almost like a mantra. Every detail, every pause, every word was etched into your consciousness. You realized that life as you knew it had shifted irreversibly. Nothing would ever be ordinary again. The world itself seemed to take on a sharper focus, colors brighter, possibilities wider, and challenges more exhilarating than ever. The next morning, a package arrived at your door, meticulously wrapped in a minimalist black design, the Tesla logo faintly embossed in silver. There was no note, only an encrypted tablet that activated when you touched it. A holographic message sprung to life, Elon Musk's avatar appearing in the center of the room, casting a faint glow that made the surroundings feel like you had stepped into the future. Inside this device, he began, are the first blueprints of the project you will co-lead. I've selected you because you have demonstrated a rare combination of creativity, logic, and courage. Every decision you make from this moment forward will impact not only your future but the trajectory of humanity itself. Welcome to the forefront of innovation. You took a deep breath and swiped through the initial schematics. Your mind raced. There were plans for sustainable energy systems far beyond current capabilities, new propulsion technologies that could redefine transportation, and AI-driven systems designed to optimize human productivity and environmental balance. The complexity was overwhelming, yet you could feel the thrill coursing through your veins. The first challenge came swiftly. You were tasked with designing a prototype for a modular energy storage system that could be deployed in regions without electricity. Elon's team monitored your progress remotely, providing subtle feedback and challenging assumptions you hadn't even considered. Every night was a battle of exhaustion and exhilaration. You found yourself questioning old paradigms and experimenting with bold ideas, knowing Elon Musk himself was watching your every move. Alongside technical challenges, there were strategic and philosophical tasks. Elon sent messages that were not instructions, but provocations. Imagine a world where energy is abundant, where transportation is seamless, and where humans have the tools to think beyond survival. How do you contribute? How do you lead? These questions forced you to reflect deeply. It wasn't just about technical solutions, it was about shaping a vision that could inspire millions. It became clear that being part of this select group wasn't just a privilege, it was a responsibility to dream bigger than anyone else dared. Weeks turned into months. You faced setbacks that tested not only your intellect but your resilience. There were nights when the simulations failed, prototypes malfunctioned, and progress seemed almost impossibly slow. But with every failure came insight, and with every insight, you grew stronger. Elon's intermittent messages reminded you that the journey was as crucial as the destination. Failure is a necessary companion to innovation. Embrace it, learn from it, and push forward faster than before. As you navigated these challenges, the global stage began to take notice. Your name appeared in obscure innovation journals, then tech blogs, and finally mainstream media. The world was curious about the mysterious new visionary working alongside Elon Musk, someone who was quietly reshaping industries before most people even understood what was happening. Your personal life shifted too. Friends and colleagues were both amazed and bewildered. Some celebrated, some doubted, but none could deny the impact. Invitations to international conferences, collaborations with leading scientists, and access to resources you had never dreamed of became part of your daily reality. You were living in a world where ambition was tangible, and opportunities were boundless. Then came the live interactive session with Elon Musk and other select innovators. Holograms, augmented reality, and AI assistants created an environment that was half classroom, half war room. Every participant was challenged not only to think but to act in real time. The tasks ranged from theoretical problem solving to hands-on prototype testing, simulating scenarios that could reshape global infrastructure. Remember, Elon said during one session, "We are not building for today. We are building for a future that demands courage, imagination, and relentless execution." The people who change the world are the ones who act when others hesitate. By this stage, your confidence had grown exponentially. The early fear and hesitation had transformed into a disciplined audacity. You realized that this journey was not only about achieving billionaire status but about mastering yourself, pushing your limits, and redefining what was possible for humanity. The next phase involved collaboration with diverse teams across continents. Virtual reality meetings connected engineers in Silicon Valley, renewable energy experts in Scandinavia, AI specialists in Japan, and biotech innovators in Brazil. Every decision was scrutinized, every proposal debated. Elon Musk's presence was constant but subtle, nudging the team, inspiring ideas, and challenging assumptions without dictating solutions. During one pivotal session, you proposed a revolutionary hybrid system for urban energy networks, integrating solar, wind, and kinetic energy with AI-driven distribution. The idea was ambitious, almost too ambitious, but Elon's feedback was electrifying. "This has the potential to change millions of lives. It's bold. It's audacious. It's exactly what the world needs. Now, execute it." Execution became a thrilling, intense marathon. You coordinated teams, designed experiments, tested prototypes, and iterated endlessly. Every small victory felt monumental, and every setback became a lesson etched into your understanding of innovation and leadership. Months passed, and the first public unveiling approached. Elon Musk orchestrated a global live-stream event. Your name, alongside a select few, appeared as co-creators of a groundbreaking solution that promised to redefine urban living and energy sustainability. The audience, millions strong, watched in awe as prototypes demonstrated scalable, sustainable, and efficient energy systems. Media outlets hailed it as the dawn of a new era, and you realized the world would never see you as the same person again. Elon's message post-event encapsulated everything you had learned. Vision is not enough. Courage is not enough. The future belongs to those who combine vision, courage, and relentless action. You have proven that you are one of them. The journey continues, and the world awaits your next move. Every day since has been a whirlwind of opportunities, challenges, and growth. Partnerships, technological breakthroughs, global conferences, and strategic negotiations became your new reality. And through it all, Elon Musk remained a constant guide, occasionally sending succinct, thought-provoking messages. Innovation is not linear. Expect chaos, embrace it, and convert it into progress. And in quieter moments, you reflected on how a single message from Elon Musk had altered the trajectory of your life. The journey was no longer just about ambition or wealth. It was about purpose, impact, and the realization that you had become part of a movement that could change the course of human history. Finally, after years of relentless work, the culmination of your efforts reached a milestone. The innovations, the prototypes, the collaborations, all converged into a fully functional system that not only demonstrated technological brilliance but also promised a sustainable, equitable future for millions. Elon Musk sent a final message, simple yet profound: you have fulfilled the promise of your potential. But remember, this is only the beginning. The world will always need visionaries who act. You are one of them, and together, we will shape the future. The days that followed were unlike anything you had ever experienced. Your life had become a series of exhilarating sprints through technological innovation, strategic thinking, and intense collaboration. The morning light felt sharper, the air more electric, as if the world itself was aligned with your purpose. Every decision, every move, carried weight, not just for your future, but for millions who would benefit from the innovations you were helping create. Elon Musk's mentorship was both direct and enigmatic. Messages arrived at odd hours, sometimes simple one-liners, other times multi-layered challenges. One evening, a notification popped up on your device: the future is not inherited, it is built. Identify an inefficiency in daily human life, and design a solution that removes it entirely. You pondered this challenge for hours, walking through your city at night, observing the flow of people, energy, and transportation. You noticed how small inconveniences accumulated into large inefficiencies: commuters wasting hours in traffic, energy systems misaligned with peak demands, resources underutilized in urban centers. The solution emerged gradually, like a puzzle revealing itself piece by piece. You returned home and drafted the initial concept: an interconnected, AI-driven urban ecosystem that optimized transportation, energy distribution, and resource management in real time. The system could predict demand, reduce waste, and seamlessly adapt to changing conditions. Every line of code, every blueprint, every calculation was meticulously designed. Elon's response came within hours: "This is bold. Too bold for most. But boldness is required to shape the future. Now, make it real. Prototype it." The real challenge began. Building a working prototype required collaboration across continents. Engineers in Europe developed modular energy solutions, urban planners in Asia provided data models, AI specialists in North America created predictive algorithms, and materials scientists in Africa sourced sustainable components. You coordinated the entire network, sometimes working through night after night, navigating time zones, languages, and cultural nuances. It was grueling, exhausting work, but it was exhilarating. With every small breakthrough, your confidence surged. Simulations started producing viable results. Traffic congestion decreased in the models. Energy usage optimized. Waste reduced. And you realized, with awe, that this system had the potential to improve millions of lives within months, not years. Elon Musk's guidance was subtle but sharp. Occasionally, he would join live holographic sessions, observing silently, asking pointed questions that forced you to refine your approach. What happens if the system fails in extreme conditions? How does it adapt? Can it scale globally? Think bigger. You stretched your imagination and technical skills beyond what you thought was possible. You redesigned algorithms, added redundancies, and incorporated machine learning capabilities that allowed the system to improve autonomously over time. Every iteration brought you closer to a solution that was not just innovative but revolutionary. As the months passed, global attention grew. Tech journalists began referring to your initiative as the city of the future. Governments requested consultations. International organizations wanted pilot programs. And still, Elon Musk remained a steady presence, challenging, inspiring, and sometimes cryptically encouraging. One late night, as you reviewed energy simulations, a personal message appeared from Elon. The measure of true impact is not in applause or recognition. It is in the lives improved and the problems solved. Keep going. Those words resonated deeply. It became clear that wealth, fame, and titles were secondary. What mattered was the tangible difference your innovations made in the world. That realization transformed your approach. Every decision was now weighed against its potential to create positive, meaningful change. Then came the live global unveiling of the first functional prototype. The event was broadcast across multiple continents. Elon Musk introduced the project as a collaborative breakthrough, highlighting the names of the select innovators, your name included. The prototype demonstrated a fully integrated urban system, managed transportation networks, energy grids dynamically adjusted to demand, and resource allocation optimized for efficiency and sustainability. The response was immediate and electrifying. World leaders, investors, and media outlets hailed it as the dawn of a new era. Social media erupted, discussions flooded forums, and scientific journals praised the innovation. It was overwhelming, but also incredibly validating. The months of sleepless nights, problem-solving, and relentless effort had paid off. Despite the acclaim, Elon's guidance reminded you to stay focused. Recognition is fleeting. Innovation is permanent. Continue refining, scaling, and adapting. The world needs more than a prototype, it needs a transformation. And transformation became your daily reality. You traveled between continents, overseeing pilot implementations, coordinating with governments, and mentoring local teams. The scale of your work grew exponentially, as did the complexity of decisions. Yet, each challenge only strengthened your skills, instincts, and resolve. Through it all, the human element remained crucial. Elon Musk emphasized collaboration, empathy, and leadership as much as technical brilliance. You learned to inspire teams, navigate conflicts, and foster creativity under pressure. You became a visionary not only in ideas but in execution, a leader capable of guiding thousands toward a shared goal. Months later, the project expanded beyond urban centers. Rural areas gained access to energy, transportation, and resources previously unavailable. Lives were improving daily, and the global impact of your innovations became undeniable. You realized, with a mix of awe and responsibility, that this was more than a career, it was a mission. Elon Musk's final message for the milestone achievement arrived one quiet evening: you have transformed vision into reality, and in doing so, you have become part of a legacy. Remember, the journey never ends. Innovation, courage, and persistence are eternal. Keep building, keep dreaming, and keep leading. Your reflection that night was profound. You understood that this journey, begun with a single message, had reshaped not only your life but the world around you. You were no longer just a participant, you were a catalyst for progress, a beacon of possibility, and a living testament to the power of vision and action. The following weeks became a whirlwind of intense activity, unlike anything you had previously encountered. Every day presented a new challenge, a problem no one had solved before, a technical hurdle so complex it made you question your own abilities, a negotiation so delicate it could change the trajectory of entire projects. Yet, each challenge only strengthened your resolve, reminding you that Elon Musk had chosen you not for convenience, but for potential, raw, untapped, and extraordinary. One morning, an encrypted message appeared on your tablet with a single sentence: innovation without scalability is meaningless. Design a solution that works not for one city, not for one country, but for the planet. You stared at the message for hours, letting the words sink in. It wasn't just a technical problem, it was a philosophical one. How could you create a system that could seamlessly adapt to the vastly different infrastructures, climates, and cultures across the globe? Your mind raced, exploring every possibility. Renewable energy integration, AI-driven logistics, modular systems that could expand or contract based on local needs. The solution had to be flexible, resilient, and intelligent. Elon's presence, though mostly digital, was constant. Occasionally, you'd receive a holographic briefing from him, his calm yet intense gaze evaluating your proposals. The world does not wait. Solutions must be audacious and precise. Balance both, or risk failure. The project rapidly escalated. Teams of engineers, scientists, urban planners, and AI experts now spanned every continent. Communication was instantaneous through advanced virtual collaboration platforms, where holograms replaced conventional video calls. Every decision had immediate implications, and the weight of responsibility pressed heavily on your shoulders. You began developing a planetary prototype, an integrated network of energy systems, autonomous transport, and AI-driven resource allocation. Every element had to communicate seamlessly with the others, predicting demand, reducing waste, and optimizing human activity. It was a technological symphony, a complex orchestra of innovation that had to function flawlessly across borders, climates, and populations. The nights were the hardest. Sleep became optional as your mind constantly iterated designs, analyzed simulations, and recalibrated strategies. Yet, the sense of purpose was intoxicating. For the first time in your life, you felt fully aligned with a mission larger than yourself, a mission that Elon Musk had entrusted to you. Then came the first real-world test. A mid-sized city was selected as the pilot location. The stakes were immense. If the system failed, public opinion could turn against the project, investors could withdraw, and global trust in the initiative could collapse. But if it succeeded, it would validate years of tireless work and set a precedent for global adoption. Elon Musk joined the live launch, his avatar appearing above the city skyline via augmented reality displays. His voice echoed, calm yet powerful, "Remember, this is more than technology. It is a model for the future. Lives depend on precision, foresight, and adaptability. You are ready." The prototype came online. AI algorithms adjusted traffic flows in real time, energy grids responded dynamically to demand, and resources were allocated to areas of immediate need. Within hours, measurable improvements were recorded, commuting times dropped dramatically, energy waste plummeted, and quality of life metrics improved noticeably. The success sent shockwaves across the globe. Governments requested implementation plans. Multinational organizations expressed interest. Investors pledged unprecedented support. And through it all, your name was consistently highlighted as the visionary who had helped turn Elon Musk's challenge into reality. Yet, Elon Musk's mentorship remained relentless. He reminded you constantly that innovation was an endless journey, not a destination. Impact is fleeting if it cannot evolve. Expand, adapt, anticipate. The future belongs to those who never stop building. Inspired, you began planning the next phase, expanding the system to multiple cities, creating a scalable model capable of handling millions of people simultaneously. Advanced AI analytics predicted potential failure points, while modular energy and transport solutions were adapted for varying climates and demographics. Each iteration improved upon the last, pushing the boundaries of what was previously thought possible. Through this journey, you also discovered a new dimension of leadership. You learned to inspire, delegate, and cultivate innovation in others. Teams began taking initiative, proposing ideas that you hadn't considered. Collaboration became more than coordination, it became a collective intelligence, each individual contributing their unique vision to the greater mission. Amidst the technological breakthroughs, personal growth was undeniable. Fear and hesitation transformed into confidence and clarity. Strategic thinking sharpened. Emotional intelligence deepened. You became a leader not by title, but by action, vision, and integrity. Months turned into a year, and your achievements began attracting global recognition. Awards, media appearances, and international collaborations became part of daily life. Yet, every accolade was tempered by Elon Musk's voice in your mind, reminding you of the greater responsibility: fame is fleeting. Impact is enduring. Never lose sight of the lives you can improve. And so, the journey continued. Each new challenge was more ambitious, each solution more groundbreaking. From urban centers to remote villages, your innovations began reshaping the way people lived, traveled, and interacted with energy and resources. Finally, after years of relentless effort, a comprehensive system was established that could function globally, a seamless, intelligent network that improved efficiency, sustainability, and quality of life on an unprecedented scale. Elon Musk's final message arrived as you oversaw the system's integration. You have proven what I always believed, that vision, courage, and relentless execution can change the world. This is only the beginning. Continue building, continue dreaming, and continue leading humanity forward. And as the reality of your accomplishment sank in, a gentle note appeared on your device, almost like a subtle nod to gratitude and contribution. The months following the global system launch were a blur of action, strategy, and adaptation. Your calendar was now dominated by high-level meetings with international leaders, virtual conferences with scientific pioneers, and private brainstorming sessions with Elon Musk himself. Every day demanded decisions with global ramifications. Every solution had to balance ambition with practicality. And through it all, the weight of responsibility was constant, sometimes exhilarating, sometimes suffocating. Elon's guidance remained steady, though cryptic at times. A message arrived late one night while you were reviewing AI optimization algorithms: innovation is a living organism. Feed it ideas, challenge it constantly, and allow it to evolve on its own. Interference kills potential. Are you prepared to let your creation grow beyond your control? The words echoed in your mind. Up until now, every project had been closely supervised, every decision analyzed. But Elon was reminding you that true innovation required trust, not only in your own capabilities, but in the systems and teams you had built. It was time to step back, to let the network you had helped create evolve on its own, and to observe its behavior in real time across multiple environments. The first major stress test came sooner than expected. A region prone to extreme weather events experienced simultaneous flooding, power surges, and transportation disruption. Your system, now deployed across several continents, was put to the ultimate test. For the first time, failures occurred. AI algorithms miscalculated energy distribution, automated transport units were delayed, and resource allocation lagged behind urgent demand. Panic threatened to spread. And yet, in the midst of crisis, your leadership emerged. You coordinated remote teams across time zones, analyzing real-time data, rerouting energy flows, and adjusting AI parameters dynamically. It was an all-night operation. Every decision mattered. Every second counted. You felt the gravity of the moment pressing down, but also the thrill of shaping solutions that could save lives. By dawn, the situation stabilized. The system had learned from the stress test, recalibrating itself with remarkable efficiency. Elon Musk's message arrived shortly after: "You have turned failure into progress." This is the essence of innovation: the courage to act, the wisdom to adapt, and the persistence to succeed. The stress test became a pivotal moment, not only for the technology but for your confidence. You realized that setbacks were not weaknesses, but opportunities to refine, improve, and evolve. The world was watching, and your ability to act decisively in moments of crisis solidified your reputation as a true visionary. The next phase involved scaling the system to include not just cities and rural areas, but entire nations. You faced unprecedented challenges, integrating with existing infrastructure, navigating political complexities, and ensuring equitable access for diverse populations. Every decision had to be meticulously planned, every implementation precisely executed. During a strategy session with Elon, he posed a question that would shape the next stage: if you can redesign a nation's infrastructure from scratch, how would you do it? Consider energy, transport, communication, and education. What systems would be indispensable? the question haunted you for days. You walked through urban streets, visited industrial districts, and consulted with experts across continents. Slowly, a vision emerged, a fully integrated national network that connected education, healthcare, transport, and energy in a single, intelligent system. Automation would handle logistics. AI would optimize every aspect of human activity. Sustainability would be woven into every decision. And communities would have unprecedented access to resources and opportunities. Implementation required innovation on a massive scale. Teams of engineers, city planners, AI developers, and sociologists collaborated in a synchronized global effort. Real-time simulations modeled countless scenarios: traffic congestion, energy spikes, natural disasters, and population surges. Every variable was accounted for. Every potential failure anticipated. And through it all, Elon Musk's cryptic guidance challenged you to think even bigger, to question assumptions, and to explore possibilities beyond imagination. Then came the public demonstration. Entire cities were transformed almost overnight through the integration of your system. Energy grids stabilized, transportation became seamless, and urban life was optimized in ways that seemed almost magical to the public. Governments hailed the initiative as a breakthrough in governance and technology. Media coverage went viral, presenting you as the architect of a new era in human innovation. Yet, Elon Musk reminded you that recognition was fleeting. The goal is not fame or accolades. It is to solve problems that matter, to create systems that endure, and to inspire others to act. Never forget why you started. Despite global acclaim, the journey was far from over. New challenges arose: cyber threats, geopolitical tensions, and unforeseen environmental variables tested the limits of the system. But each obstacle reinforced the lessons you had learned: resilience, adaptability, and visionary thinking were not optional, but essential. Through it all, personal growth mirrored professional achievement. You learned to navigate pressure with clarity, to inspire teams with conviction, and to balance audacious ambition with pragmatic strategy. The experience was reshaping not only your career but your very identity. You were no longer simply a participant in Elon Musk's vision, you had become a co-creator of the future itself. Months turned into years. What began as a message, a notification, a spark of opportunity, had evolved into a transformative journey that impacted millions. You had become a symbol of human potential, a living testament to the power of vision, courage, and relentless action. And finally,